on to the announcement for the Parliamentarian of the Year, and I have the pleasure of inviting Dr. Amar Patnaik, Rajya Sabha. Dr. Patnaik is an astute administrator, a highly skilled researcher, and a global-minded, India-focused leader in search of practical solutions to grassroots problems. He had a long career in civil services and was associated with the United Nations and the World Bank for global external audit assignments. It is for his love to serve the people at the bottom of the pyramid he quit and joined the Biju Janata Dal, representing the state in the Rajya Sabha. He was member of the Joint Committee of Parliament on the Personal Data Protection Bill 2019 and ensured that the bill goes through an extensive process of clause-wise consideration during the consultation within the JPC. As Rajya Sabha member, he is Odisha's voice in the Parliament. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dr. Amar Patnaik. You often lament, why don't we get good politicians? But here is a shining example of a good politician, well-researched, well-read, with the feelings for the poor of India at his heart. He works for a chief minister who is the finest chief minister. He is a gentleman and a politician, not very visible, not very vocal, and it is his job to make it vocal, make him visible, and make sure that Odisha matters, and he has done a formidable job on that.
Thank you, Samir. Thank you, SKOCH Foundation, for this incredible recognition. I'm really moved, honored, and humbled as well. As he said, one of the primary reasons for me moving out from the civil services to join politics, in fact 10 years ahead of my retirement, was to solve this problem of inequity that we see. Inequity has been the central point, the focus point of all my research, which I subsequently did a doctoral work on power asymmetries, and then I realized that power asymmetries are at the core of this inequity. We find inequity not only in the social sphere, not only in the economic growth areas, but even in cultural, even in opportunities, skill, every way you find this inequity. What our Gini coefficient ordinarily captures is the economic inequity. And you would be pretty surprised to find that our Gini coefficient, despite our GDP growth, has only been increasing. The inequity in our society has only been increasing. And the largest rise, the jump in inequity, was between 2000 to 2006. Since Dr. Debroy is here, and the chairman of the Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council, my senior Jayant Sinhaji, who is the chairman of the Standing Committee on Finance, in which I am also a member, I would request that this is something that we have to address. We talk about climate change. Anytime there would be a climate change or any kind of impact of climate change, the biggest sufferers would be the poor people. So the inequity gets perpetuated. So this award I dedicate to the people of Odisha who have faced this problem of inequity all their lives, whether it is in democratic decentralization and transfer of resources, whether it is in terms of facing the cyclone after cyclone. You know, you'd be surprised to know there are about 90 disasters that Odisha has faced in the last 100 years. Every year, a couple of cyclones or super cyclones. And this is also dedicated to my leader, which Samirji spoke about, who has always inspired me on this issue of inequity. He has always told all party men that politics is not a passion for power, it's a passion to serve the people. In fact, you would be surprised to know that one of our goals in the party's executive committee that was a resolution that was passed was to reach out to the people for blood donation, to reach out to people to bury the dead. You don't have the hearse vans in the rural areas. In fact, when we had the pandemic in those two phases, there was a tremendous dearth of blood in our state. The way it was done was collection of blood from all our party workers, volunteers, and we created a record in that. So this is what has spurred me. The SKOCH Foundation is one of the key elements of their, I think, they're the key elements of their existence is growth, livelihoods, and equity. So this is why I really admire SKOCH Foundation for the work that they are doing. I value this award for this work which they are doing on equity, and I remain committed to work on this issue of inequity in society. I am once again thankful to SKOCH Foundation for this award. It would actually spur me to work even harder on these issues, raise the issues not only for Orissa, for India, and for the entire world, because we are all global citizens. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amar. He comes from such a nice and loving family. I wish his family was here. His wife works for a steel company. His daughter is a lawyer, studying to a lawyer. And what I respect the most, he's a thinking politician. He's a politician whom corruption cannot touch. He's in Rajya Sabha. Please stand up and give him an ovation. He comes from a very clean state with a heart. God bless you.